Imagine you are walking deep in a cool, damp Australian forest. Ferns drip with moisture, and the air smells of wet earth and eucalyptus. It is quiet, peaceful. And then you hear it, the piercing digital shriek of a car alarm. It is followed by the sharp mechanical click of a camera shutter and the whir of a motor drive. A sound that has no place here. Before your mind can make sense of it, the noise dissolves seamlessly into the rich, liquid call of a native whipbird, then the laughing cackle of a kookaburra. It is all coming from one place, from one throat. You have just met the sound engineer of the animal kingdom, the superb lyrebird. This extraordinary creature is a ghost of the forest floor. It is one of only 2 lyrebird species, both found exclusively in the wet forests of eastern Australia. Its cousin, the Albert's lyrebird, lives a secretive life further north. But the superb lyrebird reigns over a vast territory, from the subtropical rainforests of southern Queensland, down through the mountain ranges of New South Wales, and into the temperate wilderness of Victoria. They are shy birds, more often heard than seen, spending their lives scratching through the leaf litter in shaded gullies. And thanks to a human introduction in the 1930s, their complex songs now echo through the forests of Tasmania, an island continent away. When you picture a songbird, you probably think of something small, perched high in a tree. The lyrebird breaks that mold. It is among the largest songbirds on the planet. A mature male can measure a full meter, or over 3 feet, from beak to tail tip, and weigh around a kilogram, or over 2 pounds. With its powerful legs and long, inquisitive neck, it moves more like a pheasant or a slender chicken, an earthbound creature with a voice that belongs to the sky. This unique bird is such a part of the landscape, it's a national icon. The elegant form of a male in full display is stamped onto every Australian 10-cent coin, a piece of wild artistry in millions of pockets. So how does it create such a flawless library of sounds? The secret begins with a lifetime of dedicated listening. From the moment they hatch, young lyrebirds are immersed in the soundscape of their home, but the real magic lies in their vocal organ, the syrinx. While most songbirds have a complex syrinx, the lyrebird's is exceptionally refined, with 3 separate pairs of vocal muscles instead of the usual 1 or 2. This gives it astounding control, allowing it to produce multiple sounds at once to perfectly match the frequency, timbre, and rhythm of another species. It's not just copying a melody, it's recreating the very texture of the sound. This is a learned art passed down through generations. A young male will spend years practicing, listening to the reigning masters in his valley, gradually building his own unique performance, a true culture of song. This incredible skill is all for one purpose, the winter courtship display. As the Australian winter sets in from June to August, the male prepares his stage. He scrapes away leaves and twigs to form a perfectly circular mound of bare earth. This is his theatre, and when he performs, it is a spectacle for all the senses. He begins his song, a flowing medley of borrowed voices. Then he raises his phenomenal tail, a masterpiece of 16 specialized feathers. The 2 grand outer feathers form the shape of a classical lyre, while the 12 filamentous feathers between them shimmer like spun silver. He fans this magnificent structure and flips it forward, completely covering his head and body in a shimmering, translucent veil. As sunlight filters through it, he becomes a ghostly cascade of light and sound, stamping his feet on the earthen mound in a precise, percussive rhythm that accompanies his vocal symphony. For hours a day, he will perform, a one-bird orchestra holding the entire forest wrapped. But the lyrebird's genius goes beyond simply copying individual sounds. It mimics entire acoustic events. Researchers have recorded males recreating the sound of a whole flock of smaller birds frantically mobbing a predator, a complex, chaotic wall of sound produced by a single voice. They can reproduce the startling wing rush of a flock of pigeons taking flight, a sound of sudden, explosive movement. In the Blue Mountains, naturalists have witnessed a single male perform a perfect dawn chorus medley, stitching together the calls of the kookaburra, the whipbird, the rosella, and others in the exact sequence they would appear at sunrise. It isn't just a performance, it's a story told in sound, a recreation of a moment in time, a demonstration that this bird understands not just the notes, but the entire composition of its world. For all the noise it makes, the lyrebird's greatest impact on its environment might be entirely silent. When it is not singing, it is foraging, using its powerful feet and claws to rake through the forest floor in search of invertebrates. And this is not gentle work. A single lyrebird can move enormous amounts of material. In forests with healthy populations, scientists estimate that lyrebirds turn over an astonishing 150 tons of soil and leaf litter per hectare every single year. This constant churning aerates the soil, changes nutrient distribution, affects which seeds germinate, and alters the habitat for fungi and insects. It is a form of ecosystem engineering on a massive scale. By burying flammable leaves and breaking up the carpet of fine fuel on the forest floor, these birds also act as quiet firefighters, measurably reducing the risk and intensity of wildfires in the process. A performance this complex takes a long time to perfect, and lyrebirds are gifted with time. For a songbird, they are remarkably long-lived, with wild individuals often surviving for over a decade, and some in captivity reaching 20 or even 30 years of age. This long life is a long apprenticeship. A male's repertoire grows richer and more accurate with each passing year. The polygynous males dedicate their lives to their art, taking no part in building the nest or raising the single chick. That is left entirely to the female. His legacy is his song, and that song is alive. The lyrebirds introduced to Tasmania decades ago have already begun weaving the calls of their new island home into their ancestral mainland medleys, a living, evolving record of a journey across the water. So the next time you hear a sound that seems out of place in nature, listen closer. You might be in the presence of a master. The superb lyrebird is more than just a mimic. It is a curator, a living archive of the sounds of its world. It reminds us that an ecosystem is not just a collection of plants and animals, but a tapestry of voices, of relationships, and of moments. Evolution did not just shape this bird's body or give it a beautiful tail. It sculpted the ability to listen to the world with profound attention and to sing it back with breathtaking artistry.